Hi, Michelle Frost here again, and this is our last video in this little series before we release our new product, so I hope you've been enjoying this series. This one today is all on how to promote your Etsy store to the world, so how to really get it out there. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Please leave us comments, we love to hear from you. So let's get going. Right, let's get your Etsy site to the world. So we're going to go just for a moment back to keywords and how important they are. I'm not sure if you can remember, but when it comes to working on the web, your keywords, they really are king. So they're the most important thing when we're working online because it's how people find you. It's basically what people put into the search engines. Without the right keywords, you won't get the right people or the right amount of traffic and therefore not make any sales. So keywords are super important. Again, that's exactly what I just said. See, what you need to think is when my customers are trying to find me, what are they going to type in? That's one of the things. You need to try and put yourself in the shoes of your customer, quite simply. So Google Keyword Tool, we've already visited there before. In this case, I've put wooden wall hanging and blackwood wall hanging, and just below there that you can't quite see, it says Tasmanian blackwood. And the Google Keyword Tool, which again I'll put a link below this video, has come back with a whole bunch of suggestions for keywords, but also the amount of traffic that people, how people are searching online and the amount of traffic that I could expect for that. So basically where I've pointed here, wooden wall hanging in the month of March got 5,400 searches. So it gives you a sort of an idea of how popular that keyword is. And below, just to give you an idea, Tasmanian blackwood gets 509 searches a month, which isn't too bad. It's it's not too bad a volume for a keyword. So what do we do with these keywords? We're going to put them in Etsy, of course, and lots of other places around the web. We just need to remember which keywords we've chosen in now, and then go and put them in these places I'm telling you. So for the moment, we've chosen the wooden wall hanging and Tasmanian blackwood. So here we are in Etsy. We want to edit our shop. So we hit edit back there, and then we hit edit once we get in here because we want to edit the description. When I look in here, we've actually already have both of those keywords in here. We could put them in a couple of other places. The fact that one of them's in the title is really good. Probably wooden wall hanging in many ways would be better in the title because Google look at that and think that's a much more important term. And when they see your title, they think they give a lot more weighting to the title. So the fact that wooden wall hanging had a lot more searches may mean that it would be better for us to put that up there. But I just wanted to give you an example that we have actually used these keywords in the description and the title of our shop, which is great, and our listing of that product. In Etsy, I just also wanted to show you that you can be showcased, and it's $7 a day. So it'll take that particular product and put it in an area, like in this case, because it's woodwork that it's working in, it would put it in the woodworking showcase. So if it was quilting, for example, your quilt would be put in, I guess the quilt, there's probably a quilting showcase. So it just gives you an idea, and some other avenues you can go down if you want to spend a little bit more money other than 20 cents for listing. Then you can do that. There are other possibilities. Okay, building links. This is what the web is all about, really. One of the ways Google knows that your site's good is if you're popular. The only way you look popular is if other people are linking to you. And so a big part of what we do in the web is try and build links to our sites. Some easy ways to do that, easy, hard, they take a bit of time, but some ways to do that is to go and find blogs related to your keywords, go and find forums related to your keywords, Kudu pages, which I'll explain, hub pages, and there's also articles that go with that. But here we're searching for blogs that would relate to Tasmanian blackwood. So again, you notice I'm using the keywords because that's really what's important, and Google will know then if I put a comment in, for example, this blog that I found by using that search term, if I put a comment in there that also used the word Tasmanian blackwood and it points back to my website, then I'm obviously very relevant. Here, this is the blog that link goes to. It's called The Wood Whisperer. They have comments in this blog. There's been 31 comments. And I looked further down and I saw that I wanted to show you a comment which has a link, because depending on the particular blog will depend on whether the links work or not. And sometimes they have no follow, which is gets very technical. But in this case, this gentleman has registered to be able to comment on this blog, and he has a link that goes back to his blog. So again, that works really well because now he has a link from that site to his site, and this is his site. So that sort of gives you just a really light overview of how that might work. Do exactly the same thing. So we've got Tasmanian Blackwood and Forum. The reason I have speech marks around Tasmanian Blackwood is that tells Google I only want to see results that have used Tasmanian Blackwood in that exact way. So that's an important thing to pick up. So again, this is the result of Tasmanian Blackwood Forum, and there's a whole bunch of forums that I could go and make a post in and a link back to my site. Squidoo. Squidoo is another fantastic site that you can go and create what they're called Squidoo lenses. You go and create it in whatever your topic of interest is, and Google really likes them. And from there you can more than welcome to put links back to your page, and there's other ways you can make money from them as well. This is just an example of an old Squidoo lens that I have, which is a quilting one, obviously, and relates back to my creative quilting website. Here is a hub page, and again it's very similar. Google likes them too, but it's full of helpful pages where people have gone in, they're really excited about a particular topic, whether it's quilting, woodwork, scrapbooking, candle making, macrame, whatever. They go and create a hub page or a Squidoo lens about it and tell the world everything they know about it basically and how they can help them. It's a great idea to get into it. Again, this is one that I made quite some time ago for quilting, so have a go at it, and it's free of course. E-zines, as I was saying before, great place. E-zine articles, one of the better ones. Google, again, loves these and will often list them as well in the search results. But if you have a link in one of these back to your website, that's a really powerful thing to do. And again, it's a free thing. Just need a bit of time to write an article or pay someone else to. This is a really interesting part. Whenever I come to do my workshops, which I do at least 1 or 2 of them a month now for local businesses, this is something I'm surprised how many people don't know about it. But if your craft is something you want to be able to sell locally, you really need to be listed here. So it gets you in the top of the Google search in your local area, and I'll show you where it goes in a minute, and basically it gets you on the map. So, and it provides some great statistics as well in the background. And it also makes your business mobile, and that really is where the world's going, no matter what you think. Everything's going on to people's phones and iPhones, and now we've got the iPad as well. People are much more mobile, and they'll be using their phones as the yellow pages and white pages. Google Maps, which is where Google Local Business is linked to, is on all of those devices. So Google Local Business is where you want to go and sign up. Again, if you've already got a Google account, then it's just a matter of logging in and you can create yourself, go through these steps. They're very simple. I will have a rundown of exactly how to do that in the product we're creating, but just for the time being, you could just run through it yourself. And this is where you come up. For example, in this search, I've put a quilter Boulder because I thought, well, somebody lives in Boulder, they might actually be looking for a quilter. That's quite a common term that you would think somebody might put in. And here you see all of these listings down the side, and then you also have a map. That's where you end up, and that is a fantastic place to be. You are now at the top of Google. Do it. Go and do it. I'm really serious. That is the most important tip. If that's the only thing you take out of these videos, go and do it. Okay. Etsy is great, but you must have your own website. When you have your own website, you have control because it's your business. In Etsy, they could take it down anytime they like, or they could collapse. So it's virtual real estate, and it is a real asset, and I will be showing you a bit more about how it is a real asset. You can buy and sell websites very easily. There are plenty of sites out there that show you how to do that. And Etsy also provides some code to be able to put your Etsy store onto your website. And again, I'll show you how to do that in the product that I'm creating at the moment. So having your own website means that you are serious about selling your craft online. So don't forget that. It's really important, okay? So Craft Profits Online is only a couple of days away. I'm really close to getting it finished now. So it will give you your answer to getting your own craft website. There's even an option there for us to do it for you, for those people who don't want to have anything to do with it. Plus, if you keep an eye out for an email announcing your craft website is open for business, then I'll be able to give you all the details. All right. Until then, please go and take action on some of the things I've said. I'd love to hear your comments, and thank you so much for all the fantastic feedback I've got for this little mini course I've put you through. Thank you again. I really appreciate it.